We're going to learn scrolling text like this, and we're also going to learn scrolling text like this. So let's get right into it. All right, so what we're going to do is do scrolling text without code. We're going to use the native transitions that are in Showit. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to get some text going. And for the portfolio one, we're going to split the word portfolio up into two different sections. So you'll go down here to the T, and I just select title, and I'll write half the word port and then the other half folio. And I'm doing that in all caps. And now you want to make this pretty big, so I'm going to make it about 200. So you come over to your right and just type in 200. And then go ahead and use these markers to make your box larger. Same for that one. Let's make it 200 as well and pull that out. And I'm going to change the font to Play Fair Display. So we'll go right under here and do Play Fair Display. All right, so after that, you just want to position the font on your screen the way you want it to end up. So it's going to slide in, but when it stops sliding, you want it to read portfolio. So let's position it how we want it to stop. Let's see. I think the T may be a little too close to the F. Let's push it over a little bit. So just play around with that. I think that's pretty good. And then you're going to want to center this. So what I like to do is select both of these boxes. And to do that, you'll click them both. Click one, select Command on your computer, click the other one, and then you'll have this alignment box pop up. And to center them to the canvas, you'll just click this right here. And now it's centered in the middle. So now when it comes in from the scroll, you'll have everything centered in the middle and they'll meet and it'll be centered. Okay, so now let's work with how we're going to get these to move in. So let's start with port. We're going to click on the port portion of portfolio and go down to transitions. And we're going to use the slide transition. And for time, we're going to do 4 seconds. If you wanted to go slower or faster, you can play around with the time, the numbers. I believe if you go higher in numbers, it's going to go slower. If you go lower in numbers, it's going to go faster, I think. But just play around with the numbers. So we're going to do 4. And for delay, let's do a half a second. And we're going to have it slide from the left. All right, and that's that for that one. And for folio, we're going to have that one slide. And same thing we're going to do for time, 4 seconds. Delay for half a second. And we're going to have that one slide from the right. Okay, so that is all for your settings on that one. And let's do a preview. So now they should fold in and meet. Bam. And so that is how you do that. And if you wanted them to move faster or move slower, you would just change the time and play around with it, and you'll have them come in at different times. Okay, so let's move on to the scrolling text. So this one could be used, let's say if you have an announcement to make, or if you want to alert everyone that your booking is coming this fall. If you're going to be booking in September, you can put that on your website. So let's get into how to do that. Okay, for this one, you're going to want to get a new text box. I'm just going to click on paragraph. And this one is going to be pretty long. So, let's see. It's going to keep repeating. So let's just do about 10,000 on the width. So to make the box long, you want to come over here to the width and type in 10,000. So there we go. And then for font size, I'm going to do 34 for this one. And I'm going to change my font. Okay. Now, for this, you're going to have to repeat your statements. So, to do that, I type my statement in on a Google Doc. So, I've already done that. And I just put the statement, now booking for this coming fall. And then I put the ellipsis to separate out the statement so it doesn't look like one big long sentence. You'll just see the phrase and then dot, 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 and then the phrase again. So I would say if you did about 11 to 12 of these lines, that should be plenty. So type that out and then copy the entire thing. Then go back into Showit and paste it into the long text box that we just made. All right. And then you want to grab this text box and center it now. So let's go to size and position and click this right here to center it into your canvas. All right, now we want to use the transition again, and we're going to have this one slide from the right. You can have it slide from the left if you want, but either way is fine. We're going to do this one from the right. For the time, we're going to do 100. Now for this, the higher the number, the slower the scroll. So if I wanted to go slower, I would do 200 or 300. If I wanted to go faster, I would do 50 or 25. So the lower the number, the faster the scroll is going to be. The higher the number, the slower the scroll is going to be. So we're going to start with 100. If you want yours faster, go lower than 100. All right, so we're going to have slide time 100, delay is 0, and it's sliding from the right. So let's take a look at the preview. And now this is what your scroll will look like. So you see that is pretty slow, but I think it's good because you can clearly read what's coming. And then it gives you like an infinite scroll. So for as long as someone is on this page with the 12 statements you put in there, it probably will not run out on this scroll. So that's why I would keep it at 100. But let's go ahead and test out if we did say 25. So let's click there, change it from 100 to 25. Give it time to save. And then preview. Okay, now you can see it's going just a bit faster. So that is two ways that you can get your text to scroll on your website without having to use any code. So you can add some scrolling text to your site if you wanted to. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.